Yeah, it's fully black, nigga. All work, no play shit. Look, I can't lie, I'm hypnotized by the way that she move. Fantasize about the things we can do. Not trying to be rude, but I wanna treat your body like food. Now bring it to me and let's see what that prove. What a hell of a view. Shorty fine and she knowing it too. I'm trying to be a set of rides, I'm just telling the truth, I can't lie. The flying high dive straight in the pool. I'm a vet, so that kitty get groomed. I can't lie, I can't lie. I can't lie, I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm in love and I put that on God. Shorty got the tsunami, she on fire at the same time. I spot the love of my life. They say I'm booty blind. Shorty, the way you're moving your body, it should be a crime. Hoping that you wanna lock me down, I do the time. When you around, I don't feel in control. I'm trying to ask God how you get a hold of my soul. I ain't crying about it, it's just something I need to know. The car God drive fake, so I'm here for the show.
Oh, they tripping already.
We're already. We haven't even got started. Oh, hell no.
But I will tell you, cut it out.
Right.
Or it's going to be on.
Hey, that's not okay. I'm going to always have a say-so on what I'm going to do about myself, period. Whether I'm married or not.
Right, talk to me nice. Wait a second. What's this lightweight attack on Geminis? Don't joke with me like that, because I ain't going for it. And I don't think you want to get into it with me. No. See, look, you lying on me again.
Geminis know that ain't right, but if they can get away with telling you that, then they might try it. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to put up with. And
I'm attacked again. Look. They're going to attack me from all angles. But I'm sorry, you feel me, if I overdo it.
Hold on. So
ain't no hold on. Ain't no hold on. They ain't being truthful.
Who ain't being truthful?
So I'm not going for all of that. It's just the males. No. I'm
going to speak for the females for a hot second.
Whatever. That cheek until you get caught. Fizz a fool. But you right. But you are 100% right. You are 100% right.
I don't agree with that. Wait a minute.
No.
Educated people don't have common sense.
Man, they say common sense ain't so common. You know what I mean? As much as I can. But we're just having this conversation. Don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said. Block. No. Thing, please, y'all, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and all the other stuff. Stop being stingy. What you feel me sending that stuff? Sending us to other people. I got to finish that every week, don't
I? Right.
How you doing today, Mom? How you doing today?
I'm doing well. As you can see, I'm doing it moving again today. I did not make it to the office.
Okay, it's okay.
But I'm here.
That's all that matters. You know what I mean? We glad you're here with us. Thank y'all for showing up to another episode of Melodic Mindset. Apparently here we talk about the mindset. But how you feeling today? You ready for today's conversation? Did you get a chance to look at it, or are you free? Are you free?
I'm freestyling today.
Falling right now. Long. Okay. Actually, this is a very good conversation. This is a very good conversation. You feel me? And it's also a conversation that needs to be had. So we're going to dive right into it. And today's show is called Common Challenges in Relationships. This is part one. Going to be a lot. So we're already planning for part two to this. So today will be part one, you feel me? And then we will do part two next week. But common challenges in relationships. What's going on with your sister coming in? Thanks for coming in. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and kind of jump right into it. The first question is going to set the tone. And the first question is, how can balancing independence and togetherness be challenging in a relationship? What are some ways that couples can make sure they are getting the affection they need? Or At least. Do you need me to read it again?
Nope.
Okay.
So okay, so in my practice, when I'm working with couples or even individuals having some sort of relationship issues, I always say that we have to make time for quite a few things, when it comes to relationships. So you definitely want to continue to date your partner. So as much time as you were putting towards dating in the beginning, you still gotta, make a good effort to do that, to continue that, or the relationship is going to fizzle.
Right.
So there's now, as far as the individuality, in order for us to continue to be our best selves, we do need to have some me time. We need some time to hang out with our friends,
Mhm.
and of course, you don't do this stuff like every day or maybe not even once a week, but you gotta, put a concerted effort towards being able to be an individual as well.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. I say, if anything, for the most part, you do got to, understand or whatever, or know what actually makes you happy or what's actually fun to you. And you definitely got to keep, a straight line or whatever, or keep everything or something available to do such. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You shouldn't close that off, shut that off, or nothing like that. For something that you
And
like
your
to do.
partner should not try to force you to shut it off either.
No, 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 definitely not. You know what I mean? Because that, on the flip side, I'm pretty sure your partner or something wants a moment or something like that for themselves as well. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I believe that y'all have to have their space and letting them do what they want. Also, do got to balance. You feel me? Y'all coming together and doing stuff as a relation as well. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as you would like to have fun and stuff like that by yourself, we all know that it's 10 times better, you know what I mean, when you can do it with your partner and when you can do it with somebody that you care about and you know what I'm saying? So I think
Right.
people should try focusing on just at least setting a schedule or something, or set, you know what I mean, a plan this time or something that I think I want to do this or whatever. That definitely gives your partner and stuff like that enough time to think about it or whatever, or y'all talk about it or whatever. So by the time it come up, there should be no issue with it or whatever with it. You should be able to do what you got to do, and you're going to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Just in the process, just try to have fun and don't let your partner destroy that in the midst of you calling you every 10 minutes, talk about what are you doing, and you know what I'm saying? Like you have to let your partner have their fun. Let your
Absolutely.
partner have their fun. Type of deal.
Right.
Now,
They come home
here's the
happier
thing.
people.
Now here's the thing, or whatever type of deal for me when it comes to me and that on a personal level. Okay, my only thing is, if you're going to be out and you're going to be having fun or whatever, or doing whatever you're going to be doing, I don't care. You know what I mean? You enjoy yourself. But please do me the courtesy to hit me every now and then and tell me I'm okay or whatever, we'll do a whoop, and that's that. Because depending on how long you're going or whatever and what's going on, there's going to come a time where I'm starting to get worried about you. You get what I'm saying? It's going to come a time where I'm like, are you okay? And if you know what I mean, if simply just, I'm or whatever, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? And with you alone, I wouldn't say nothing, or I would try, even as much as if I wanted to talk to you, I would still hold myself or whatever, or try not to bother you, because I know you're trying to have fun. Leave that lady alone. Let her have fun. Or
Right.
leave the man alone. Let him have fun. You know what I mean? He don't like, nah, they don't can't nobody have fun if you're constantly on the phone with your significant other. No one wants someone
Right.
smothering them. So be on your best behavior or whatever type of deal. See, even at the same time, you know what I mean? 100%, yes, please be on your best behavior, because you don't want your partner to regret, You feel me? You know, ignoring or whatever, trying to let you have your fun. You know what I mean? Type of deal. But for the most part, we're not children. You know what I mean? We're not kids or whatever. Like, so have your fun or whatever type of deal. Just you know what's right and wrong. Just don't do it. You know what I mean? Just have your fun or whatever. Enjoy yourself and go about your business.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We go to the next question, or do you want to add something else to that, Mom, before we move to the next thing?
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay. How important is respecting boundaries in a relationship? When do boundaries become a form of control? So that's okay. As far as so I don't know. I don't know as far as a boundary, because I mean, well, I mean, I guess somebody would have to be trying to be petty or something. Because if somebody don't like something, okay, so
Mhm.
this is where this is like a very thin line, and you have to be careful on what you're trying to call control and what you're trying to call respect. You get what I'm saying? A way that someone feels about something. You know what I mean? You can't be quick to try and dismiss how they feel and say you're trying to control me because you don't want to uphold that boundary. You get what I'm saying? So it's tricky. You get what I'm saying when you say about, but at the same time, it can because they feel the type of way, and this is just something that I don't accept or whatever, and you're only putting that in place to control somebody or whatever, or threaten somebody with, you know what I mean, with what they're doing or how they're carrying on about their whatever they're trying to do. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. It's a very thin line, but for the most part, I would just stick to saying,
Well,
who was that?
no, I'm doing. Oh, okay. I'm doing a live. Love you. Okay. Love you guys. Sorry about that, y'all.
So hold on, let's see what this is. Yes, because what if your
All
partner says,
right. So now, when it comes to,
go ahead, you got it.
I was just gonna comment on boundaries and
Go ahead.
control. So when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
boundaries are rules that you have for yourself. You do tell people your boundaries. They know how to treat you. A boundary is not, I'm not going to put up with certain stuff. That's not what a boundary is. A boundary is, I'm not going to allow you to treat me any old kind of way. And I'm not like, if I'm not going to allow certain treatments for myself, and I'm not going to do certain things. um but when you're talking about control, um that's more or less like saying, okay, in a relationship, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. It's not really about control, because if you're not in agreement to that, then we don't need to be in a relationship.
Type of deal. And that's what I was saying. Like, you can quickly try to go against that by saying that it's a form of control, when really it's like, no, a person, this is how they feel about it. This is
Right.
something, you know what I mean, that they're not going for. This is something that they have a problem with. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
If you,
what
but the thing of it is if you don't want to adhere to that, then you got to find somebody else who's willing to be okay with you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because if you're having a lot of behaviors that I have a problem with, but that's really you, then you and I should not be in a relationship.
Right. Facts. Let's see what they say right here. Okay, so the comments, it says yes, because what if your partner say their boundaries are something that goes out with their friends more than once a month? That's controlling. So if someone says that they have a problem with you going out with your friends once a month, If you're a type of person, if you want to go out with a friend more than once a month, just like mom just said already, you shouldn't be with a
Right.
problem with somebody going out once a month with a friend. That's not what sister says. Again, we're adults, so know how to treat each other without hurting feelings when you're in a relationship. If you know your partner, if you know
I
in your
totally
partner have a
agree. It's
connection and
about
have an
respect.
understanding with one, right? Y'all should be able to enjoy themselves or whatever or have a good time. It's not telling someone you can't do this and do that. Like,
Right.
no, that's controlling. You know what I mean? That when you're trying to tell somebody what they
Right.
can and can't do and they're an adult, you like you as an adult yourself or as a person or whatever type of deal or a partner or whatever, it's only in your best interest to let that person know how you feel about it. After what you said, now it's time for you to figure out what you're going to do in response. Are you going to sit there and accept someone just saying the hell with what you
Absolutely.
just said? What are you going to do? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Stop sitting up there
Right.
holding yourself hostage. Speak up, talk. If your partner care about you and your partner value your relationship, they'll think about it. You know what I mean? They'll figure it out. If not, they're going to blow it off. I believe this came up in the conversation that we had before. They will, if a
Yeah.
person is you in love and care about you, they will respond to what you're saying and they will try to do what they can do. If they don't care, they're
Right.
going to blow it off and they're going to continue to get away with as much as you let them get away with.
Right. If nothing else, we can have a conversation about it. We can come to a compromise. But if you're flat out telling someone that they can't do something they really want to do, then you're not a good match.
Right. You're the problem. That's you to control them and tell them, like, you don't listen, they're not asking you to go. They want to go. If you know, like, yeah, you cannot do that. You gotta allow your partner to have fun just like you will want to have fun yourself and you will want your partner to allow you to have fun. It goes both ways. It's not a one-sided sword, it's not a dagger, it's a double-edged sword. So you know what I mean? Have respect for one another and let each other live your lives. But at the same time, just like we said within the first question and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just like y'all having y'all time and the stuff alone, y'all got to make that type of time as well together. Y'all got to figure out time or whatever to spend together. So before y'all just go out, you know what I mean, to call yourself doing what y'all want to. Next question, or you want to add something, Mom?
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay, next question. Question 3. How can personal growth affect a relationship? Could personal growth cause a couple to grow apart? I don't think
If
necessarily.
one person is growing and the other one is not.
I don't okay, so here's the thing. I don't think that it is personal growth that is the problem. It's the one's attitude towards the relationship still. How are y'all still communicating and getting along? How is you know what I mean, depending on, how what is going on type of deal. Because if y'all can still get along and everything is fine, then one's personal growth should not affect the relationship at all. You know what I mean?
That's
Actually,
true.
one's personal growth should be admired and stuff like that by their partner, and they should, you know what I mean, encourage them to, grow even more type of deal. So how are you acting, you feel me, depending on who's the one growing here, who's ever considering themselves growing. Are you treating your partner, you feel me, like, oh, you're not growing or nothing like that? Is you treating your partner with that certain type of disdain, like you're better than them because you're growing? Or you get what I'm saying? How are you like the relationship that you've been in? You know what I mean? Are you looking at the relationship different? Who's changing here? What's happening? You get what I'm saying? What's actually going on? So there is a way. I mean, depending on not the growth itself, but the
I
person's attitude or how a person is treating someone else, you feel me, can become a problem. Yes.
I think that whether you're the person doing the growing or not, you shouldn't be judging someone else's personal growth because you don't know what's going on unless you guys are talking. So for someone to say, I'm growing and you're not, like that, you can't say that. So if that is the case, that is always going to cause a problem.
Going to cause a problem. It's going to cause a problem. It is definitely going to cause a problem. So, like I said, it's not the growth in the person that becomes a problem. You feel me? It's the output of the person that's growing, or how are you treating the person that you feel you're outgrowing? How about that? Let's put that more into perspective. How are
Well,
you treating the person you feel that you're outgrowing?
okay, well, let's talk about the fact of who's the judge of who's outgrowing who. Because really, you shouldn't be feeling like you're outgrowing your partner.
If y'all
Now,
in it together.
right. Now, if your partner is being passive aggressive and being upset and, not engaging in your growth, I
No.
guess, and
Right.
being happy about it, then maybe that would be you outgrowing them. Like, but why would we want our partner just to stay the same? We should all be striving to be better
Right.
every day. Every day we wake up, it's another opportunity to do better. So we should be doing that.
Type of deal. And at the end of the day, too, if y'all are a unit, you feel me?
Your
There should
growth is
not
my
be
growth.
wrong. Be no problem with any growth, because when one person grow, both of y'all should be growing. When one person grow, that's both of y'all growing.
Yes,
Like it's a together
absolutely.
thing. When one person is winning, both of y'all are winning. Like so
Absolutely.
so if you it all goes on. I mean, at the end down, you know what I mean, to how you feel and everything about your partner, because certain things should not even become a problem. If y'all got the ultimate respect for each other, want the best for each other, and stuff like that, there shouldn't be too many problems that come up. If a problem do come up, y'all should be able to get past that and be like, okay, whatever. We're human. No one's perfect. Whatever shit happens, whatever. I'm willing to forgive you for it. You feel me? Because that does not outweigh my love for you. That does not outweigh how I care for you. So whatever that shit is, it should not be worth your marriage. It should not be worth your relationship. Let the bullshit go.
Right.
What is this? Why are you in a
It's
relationship?
not a competition
Right,
because we're supposed to be one.
right. Why are you in a
I
relationship
always
trying to be
say,
better than the
if I'm with you and I'm being supportive, your growth is my growth. If you further your education and I'm making your sandwiches on your way to school, your degree is my degree. Yeah.
next? Okay,
You know
then
what
they're
I'm
like,
saying?
what?
So it shouldn't be any outgrowing. And then if someone is making it seem like they're outgrowing their partner, then they're not in a partnership. Straight up.
It becomes a situationship, and now you know what I mean. That they feel that they're in a better situation. They don't care about your situation anymore. Their
Right.
situation
Right.
has now upgraded, and they're ready to detach your situation from their
Into
situation. Yes,
individuation.
right. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just all that's what it's about. And if a person, you feel me, start to do better after y'all, you know what I mean, been together or whatever, probably helped one another even get to where you're at. You know what I mean? Without the other person or whatever, you probably wouldn't have been able to do this the way you wanted to do it and all this other stuff. And then you get somewhere, and now all of a sudden you dip out on them. I mean, call a spade a spade. You feel me? You're the shitty one. You're the one that's really not. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Whatever. As long as you take that attitude with yourself, you're just going to climb yourself into a growth of loneliness. You know what I mean? Because no one like when you know what I'm saying? You're not. if you're in it only for self, if you don't care, you know what I mean, about the people around you and what, you know what I mean, and what you suppose, like your union and your group or whatever, your family type of deal, then what are you going, I mean, if you don't, it's just going to be for yourself. You're just going to constantly move in a direction for yourself, and you're going to end up by yourself. So if you're interested in being with somebody, you're going to have to let that shit go. Because if your partner was the one, you know, making, you know what I mean, a lot of money or something like that, you would want, you know what I mean, you would want to be a part of it. So why, when you start making a lot of money, you all of a sudden can't have a space for your partner to be a part of it? It doesn't work that way. You feel me? Your success is their success. Their success is your success. Both of y'all need to sit up there, you know what I mean? Accept it from one another. You feel me? Work together and stop all the extra bullshit.
Yeah. All right.
Type of deal. Okay. Question 4. Can roles change in a relationship? If so, can a change in role be a cause of conflict in a relationship?
Okay, what do you mean when you say role, though?
Right. Okay, so listen, when I
Yeah,
seen this question,
change.
when I seen this question earlier, I was like, wait, what? Like, what?
Right.
What are you
Certain
talking about?
roles should not change. Okay.
Okay, because listen. I mean, what is a role change? Where do we, let's specify here a role to be changed. Because roles in the household, you feel me? A woman, child, or God, man, woman, child, or whatever, you know what I mean, type of deal. I don't care what we're doing. I don't care what we're doing is
Ain't no
or
room
how
for
we're
role
doing.
change.
Right, the role is not going to change. You're not going to be able to be. I'm still. What do you mean? If a motherfucker decides to come inside into the house or whatever or something like that at night or something like that, I'm not. There's never going to be an instance where I'll be like, okay, babe, you take this one. No, nigga, that role that will
Okay,
never change.
so this question is, maybe one person was the stay-at-home parent and the other worked, and for some reason that had to change. Okay, that's more specific.
Okay.
So, but like as far as the role, the main role, that doesn't change. But if we agree to, rework, the dynamics, because that's a dynamic change, then that's well within our rights as long as we both are in agreement.
And I mean, and some changes has to be made regardless.
Right.
So you know what I mean. You're going to have to do what you have to do. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? So
To be successful.
if a dynamic or whatever change or shift or something like that, it is what it is. But
Right.
as far as me being a man of the house,
I knew that's
you
what
get
you
what I'm
were
saying?
thinking.
Usually when I think of roles, when you say role, you get what I'm saying? It's
Right.
my role. It's my role to put my life on the line for this household. That's my role.
Yeah.
That's not going to change. I'm never going to
I totally agree.
right. I'm never going to expect for baby or whatever to be the one for what? No. If only way that role is going to change is if I died. Now, now you have no option but to take on the role of protecting the household.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, and let's change roles into dynamics. A dynamic would be okay, just like you said. If a person was a stay-at-home, let's say you was a stay-at-home mom, then all of a sudden, you feel me, the mom of whatever career took off, and she needed to be out a lot more than the dad or whatever type of deal. First off, listen, if the mom is making more, if that check that mom is making, God damn it, I don't give a damn. I'll be my ass at home making toast, getting the kids ready, and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to work. You get what I'm saying? I mean, what if you got hurt? Listen, it happens. Shit happens. You know what I mean? And then, okay,
but that doesn't
what if
necessarily change the role. That just changed the dynamics.
right? You get what I'm saying? That's what we're going with dynamic change. What if the role changed from husband to caregiver because your wife has a serious illness or accident? Well, listen.
That's the dynamic still.
As your husband, your wife, or whatever type of deal, that was your husband or that was your wife, and you loved them before they got hurt. I think you need to love them while they hurt. That, you know what I mean? That no, just because they got hurt or they're bedridden or something like that, don't give you the okay or give you in no way, sense, shape, or form the okay or the right to leave that person. Talking about, I mean, they can't even get out of bed anymore. You ain't shit. I'm just gonna give it to you straight up, raw and uncut. You ain't shit.
It happens.
Straight up.
It definitely happens.
It
I have a
always happen
couple of
because some
clients in
people
that situation.
they ain't shit. I don't know who your client is, but client, if you see this and you know that's you, I'm personally telling you, even though I don't. Period. Because if it was the other way around, I mean, hey. Then again, the person that got hurt first is the person that got hurt first, and now we got to see the reaction of the one that's not hurt. But if the rules was reversed, would that person that's hurt take care of you? That's the shit you got to realize when you in a relationship. And if y'all supposed to so-called love each other and know each other, do you think your partner, if you got hurt today, do you think your partner would take care of you? Because I know for damn sure mine would.
Yeah.
And to be honest, my lady do so much shit already. I wouldn't even want that type of burden on her. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want her to sit up there. No, fuck that. Fuck that. No, now you got to sit up here and take care of it.
But you do realize she gonna do it anyway, so it doesn't matter if you want it or not.
That's why I just need to be cool or whatever, make sure I don't get myself fucking hurt. That's why I ain't finna get hurt.
Right.
Let me see. People are scandalous for doing their mate like that when they got it. Yes, they are scandalous. Hey, what was that old school song, sister? Scandalous, scandalous. She's so scandalous. She's so scandalous. Scandalous. She's so scandalous. All right, what's up? Is we commercial breaking and we pushing through? Talk to me now. What we got going on?
What Palmer just say?
Roll the clip. Let me see. I don't know.
Hello.
Lonnie and Philly Black, nigga. I'ma keep calm, no, I won't start cussing. I'll delete y'all and no, I ain't bluffing. Not the weak one that you can be touching. You can't stress me, no, it ain't nothing. 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 Not the weak one that you can be touching. I'll delete y'all and no, I'm not bluffing. I'ma keep calling, I won't start cussing. You can test me, you can press me, I ain't stressing. I promise the author not give a fuck, master. That shit just being honest, letting you under my skin. Never been in my conscience, cutting my word is my bond. All that other is nonsense. Me, myself, and I, just imagine the time spent without your commenting or just giving you two shits. Winning losses with myself, I need help. No, I scratch that, I'm good with the cause I was dealt. If a nigga cross me when I cross it, it gets fade. I ain't gonna worry, I'm on trip until I come across the day. We dealing with our differences and problems face to face. Racing, hold on for impact, bitch, I'm finna place these knuckles to your face if it dropped an A. I gives a shit who fought it is here when I say all work, no play. This ain't the time and day to fuck with Philly Black, get your bitch ass sprayed. I'ma keep calm, no, I won't start cussing. I'll delete y'all and no, I ain't bluffing. Not the weak one that you can be touching. You can't stress me, no, it ain't nothing. 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 Can't stress me, no, it ain't nothing. They steady trying to stress me cause they know they can't best me. God be my father, son walked on water, so consider me a jet ski, cruising at a jet speed. They don't want you, they want me to let them under my skin, but now that ain't likely. Trust me, you're better off saying you don't like me. White tee, turn pitch black like my heartbeat. Swear to God I be trying to love, but it ain't quite me. Swear to God I be trying to love, but it ain't quite me. I'm just here to do what I do and tread lightly. Used to be moving you out on the night scenes. Now I'm just staffed at the bag like fuck what I have. They say I went mad, but they don't see what I see. But look a bit closer and I'm sure you'll find me turning these bars into containers just so I can slice beats. Never stress, you got the best by Mac T. I'ma keep calm, no I won't start cussing. I'll delete y'all and no I ain't bluffing. Not the weak one that you can be touching. You can't stress me, no it ain't nothing. 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 You can't stress me, no it ain't nothing.
All
Look,
right.
y'all was right, slapping it. That shit wasn't me. Yeah, y'all was in
We
that mother.
sure was.
Y'all was in that motherfucker jamming, boy. I bet y'all was.
Okay.
Okay, back from our mini commercial break. You know what I mean? Just a quick recap. We are talking about the conversation today is common. Yes, common relationship challenges, common challenges that you're going to go through on a regular basis or whatever in your relationship. And, you know, a way to think about, you feel me, pushing past it, not being staggered by it, not sitting up there dwelling on negative and failing these challenges in your relationship. You're going to commonly come across it as a out here in the world of Warcraft. No, I'm just okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to go to what is this? Question 5 now. How can miscommunication cause conflict in a relationship? How important is it to listen for understanding instead of listening to respond? Beautiful. That was
We
beautiful.
we should be listening to understand way more than we're talking.
Yeah, because you can't understand if you're running your mouth.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's
No,
what you
I was gonna say miscommunication, yes, can cause problems, but that's why if we are partners, we should be asking questions to ensure that we are understanding each other. When you're easy to offend and you just take it for what you think you heard, then without clarifying, then you want to have a problem.
Okay, if you don't listen to your mate, you British now? When you turn British, mate? Say, mate, if you don't listen to your mate, you're going to miss something, and then that can cause an argument. Okay? Especially if what your mate, especially if your mate is saying something that's really important that you should be listening to, and you miss it. You feel me? Because you're just so eager to speak. You just waiting for your turn to be able to talk. So you're not comprehending nothing that your mate is saying. You're not hearing anything that your mate is
Billy Burn.
shit. I love you, sister. I love you, sister. But no, but that's some real shit. You have to listen. You have to really have time. What's happening? You know what I mean? And why the reason why you're having a miscommunication and everything to begin with is because what your partner's saying is just into a category of, oh, they always got something to say, or you always think you know everything, or but you're just placing some type of badge on your partner, and you're really not listening or paying attention to what your partner is actually trying to help you understand. Your partner is taking their time to try to explain this to you, because at the end of the day, if you don't care or give a damn what I'm talking about, why should I waste my time trying to explain to you how I feel if you're just not going to listen anyways? If that's the case, you get what I'm saying? Then you're not doing yourself a service. You're always going to miscommunicate with your partner because you don't know what the fuck your partner talking about. When the whole time your partner has been telling you blatantly, I do not like this. This makes me feel this type of way. And you're taking it as an attack. You're taking it as your partner trying to control you. No, your partner is telling you what they don't like. You're having a hard time respecting it. So now you're turning around and you're making it seem as if you're being attacked, when really you're just not listening. That's miscommunication. That's always going to cause a problem. When your partner tells you something, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know I can keep rambling on for days. Go ahead.
I was agreeing with you.
Okay. But yes. So when you're having this kind of miscommunication, really though, what you need to do is when your partner tell you something, why don't you just take 5 seconds, 10 seconds to replay that back in your head, process it, understand what they just said to you, and then give a response of what you need to do to tell you something that's hard for your ears to listen to. Because 9 times out of 10, the truth is hard, the truth hurts, and all this other stuff. So when the truth comes out, people tend to shut down and go into argument mode, go into yelling mode, and now it's a yelling match. Who can talk louder and no one's listening? All y'all both talking at the field ain't hearing a damn thing one of y'all is saying. You have to be quiet.
That's right.
Process and then respond.
One of my favorite sayings is, "No one can hear you at the top of your voice."
Like hell, I bet you they hear me. They're gonna be like, that nigga need to shut up. But for real though, because you got to understand this too. And let's let's bring this whole "we're not children" things home, or bring it back around in full circle real quick. I'm not a fucking child. I don't want you yelling at me and raising your voice at me. At the same time, I shouldn't be yelling or nothing like that at you either. So if I don't want to get yelled at, then I shouldn't yell at you. And then you got to understand, you got some people, they might yell at you to try to get you to yell at them. With that being said, some people prefer, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm that type of person. I prefer for you to yell at me and say whatever you gonna say to me in a mean manner than you to try to keep this innocent look on your face and still say some hurtful shit to me.
Nope.
We're
gonna keep it together. We're gonna keep it together and just, there you go.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. That shit gonna piss me off because you saying some stupid ass disrespectful stuff to me, and you expect for me not to take it that way because you're saying it in the
Look, there you go.
See? It's a flash on in the heartbeat. My motherfucking name around this bitch should be Flash. They gonna call me. They're gonna call me the Flash around this motherfucker. If we're gonna be unreasonable, at that, then I'm going all the way in, Nickel. No, But really though, y'all really got to start listening and comprehending. You feel me? Stop being so quick to speak or react. Just listen, comprehend what they're saying for a second. You feel me? Really think about it. And I mean, sometimes somebody can say 2 words and all of them words was important. And you missed them 2 words because you
Yeah,
was
people
only
will
waiting.
focus on. Yeah, people will focus on part of what you're saying and become offended instead of listening to the spirit in which it's being delivered.
I don't know. Being delivered mean I can't flash on folks? Because I mean, just as that's I feel here 2 words.
Yeah. All
See,
right. What's up next?
I just read. I didn't hear. I just read. You attack me. I'm attacked.
I'm attacked.
Can couples avoid difficult conversations? How could this be determined to a relationship? Listen, no. Y'all have y'all have the
True
difficult conversations.
intimacy is being able to have those difficult conversations.
You gotta have them conversations. And I'm gonna tell you this: it's not about having the conversation. Having the conversation is not the problem. Conversation. Once that conversation is over, what's going on after that conversation? That's the important part. It's not about having a difficult conversation. It needs to be dramatic conversation or whatever. You feel me? Do you feel like, oh, this person get on my nerves and I don't want to talk to them no more? Do you feel like we just talked about this seriously? Okay, you said what you wanted to say. I said what I was going to say. Now let's just move on and continue to have a good day. Let's continue, you know what I mean, loving each other and being there to support each other. Or now after the tough or difficult conversation, or you can't stand their ass no more. Get away from me. Talk to you for what's happening after the dramatic conversation, or you get what I'm saying? What's happening after? Go ahead. I'm giving you a chance. You know what I mean? To go ahead and say, do your thing. I talk too much. Okay, there you go. Okay. And she's going again. If your partner really a good partner to you, if you feel like you can talk to them about anything, everything, then you should be. Right, bro. What's happening after? Exactly. Because now here's the thing. You know I can keep rambling.
If you got something to say, go for it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, let me see. Okay, so here's the thing, okay? Having a difficult conversation or being able to have the difficult conversation or whatever type of deal with your partner that's how you know, or that can show you that your partner is comfortable around you. Your partner should not feel discomfort when they're around you. If I'm at work all day, okay, and then I finally come home or whatever. Let's say I'm at work, and when I call baby on the phone on my breaks or my lunch or something, you hear the house. The house is just, you feel me? They going crazy because what they want to do, they're having fun. They ain't got, and then all of a sudden, I walk in the house. And nabbering around and doing this and doing this. Appreciate the respect that you feel like, you know what I mean? Let me make sure that let me make sure my shit is in order, because obviously I do want stuff to be in order. I do want you to handle your responsibility, but for the most part, I don't give a damn what you're doing. So if I come in the house and now all of a sudden everybody is quiet, don't nobody feel like they can talk. Everybody, all right, everybody, let's calm. Dad's home now. No, I don't. No. That means your partner is not comfortable with you. It's not a good feeling. That's shit that you should be proud of. You get what I'm saying? You should always, you know what I mean, allow your partner to feel comfortable. So if your partner do feel comfortable, your partner will feel comfortable enough to come to you with what they feel is difficult to talk about. And you should be there for your partner and allow your partner to talk about it. Don't make your partner hold that shit in, because then your partner gonna go out there in the world and start talking to other people about the stuff they don't feel like they can talk to you about. And now all of a sudden, somebody done creeped inside your. No, don't do yourself like that. Don't do yourself like that.
Again, look, again, I'm going to repeat. True intimacy is being able to have those difficult conversations.
I'm telling you, you let your lady or your man go out there and have them conversations, and then somebody all in their face just agreeing with them, even if they don't agree with them. Really, at that moment, they seem like yeah, girl. Oh yeah, I hear you, girl. Yeah, that's messed up, girl. Oh hell no. Nah. If you was with me, because if you was with me, I listen. I'm trying to tell you, you better be careful. You better be careful.
That's right.
I say go for the difficult conversation. Have more difficult conversations. But at the same time, too, know how to balance it. No one wants to always talk about negative shit. No one always wants to be talking about a deal. No one always wants to be talking about the next payment of something. No one wants to keep constantly talking about the reality of life. We want to have fun. We do want to laugh. I cannot laugh if we talking about the rent. I cannot laugh if we're no, rent is not funny to me. Paying my PG&E is not funny. It's not, I don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? Balance that shit out.
Right.
You feel me? Stop there with only important talk. Will not want to have the serious conversation 100% of the day. That's going to dread my fucking day, because reality and responsibility is dreadful. And you constantly keep talking about it, you feel me? By the time you're done with that conversation, you're going to have a headache. And now that you're done talking about rent, guess what? Pete, so what? So do we move on for the moment, or do we dive straight into the next stressful topic? No, everybody around the house is going to be on the edge and fucking angry about something, because that's all that's going around is this serious shit. Learn how to mix it up and balance it, people.
All right, just hit the box. Damn, that's what I'm saying. Just she trying to swerve and not hit it. She gonna kill herself.
What was that, TT?
No, it was a box on the freeway.
Is that? No, I'm saying that you riding with Auntie Darlene. Oh, I'm gonna say that sounded just like that. Okay. Well, last question. This is our last question, and then we'll get ready to close out. How can struggling in or refusing to compromise affect a relationship? First off, if you ain't willing to compromise with your partner, you don't give a fuck about them. You don't care.
And if you refuse to compromise, the relationship is definitely going to be strangled and die.
Dunzo. Okay, hold on. I skipped one. Okay, actually, I did. I skipped the question. But yeah, but for the most part, since we're running a little bit lower on time now, we're kind of getting there. But we're gonna. I'll just say this. Yes, please learn how to compromise. You feel me, with your partner? You cannot have everything your way 100%. Y'all are in this relationship together. Y'all are two different people. You cannot expect for your partner to be okay and want to do every single thing that you want to do 100% of the way. You got to understand that they think about it how they think about it as well. Listen, be fair, okay? Stop trying to control people. People is not your puppets or none of that. Come on, y'all are in a partnership. Y'all are in a partnership.
Oh, hey, that's Dominiqua.
Okay, but real talk, you know what I mean? Real talk, man. Y'all got to learn how to compromise at some point. You cannot have it your way all the time. That's unrealistic. That's unrealistic, and that's self-centered as can be. Another, so a question that I missed. It says, "How can lacking the ability to show vulnerability affects a relationship?" Well, go ahead,
Again, that
Monica.
falls in the true intimacy category. If you cannot be vulnerable with your partner, then you don't have true intimacy, and it is going to.
Uh oh.
Did y'all hear me? I said, if you cannot be vulnerable with your partner, then that you do not have true intimacy with your partner, and it will erode the relationship. The relationship is going to slowly die if you cannot be vulnerable with your partner. If you feel that you can't, you're with the wrong partner.
Type of deal. Type of deal. I don't know. I mean, me personally, I don't know why though, but me on a personal level, you feel me? I'll be feeling like, you know what I mean? Like I know I can be vulnerable or whatever, or show, you know what I mean, how I truly feel. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I just don't like feeling of that. I don't like what comes with, you feel me, the vulnerable state. So me personally, I'm going to try to avoid it at all costs. And if I
So
feel
you
like
have to explore. You have to explore when you are vulnerable. What is that saying to you? What does that mean for you? Does that mean you're weak? And if so, then you have to, rethink vulnerability.
see, no, for me, vulnerability and stuff like that is a low moment or it's a low point for me. It's a point where I feel down and where I don't feel as, you get what I'm saying, as joyful as I want to feel in this moment. Vulnerability to me, you feel me, actually is an angry state for me. It's when I explode and when I'm ready to crash out. You get what I'm saying? When I'm ready to throw it all away or got to this point where I'm literally give a fuck. I really don't, you know what I'm saying? And when I get to that, and that's why I don't like being there, because I know when I'm in that vulnerable state, there is no telling what I would do. I probably would damn near drive the car off a cliff. You feel me? Just to run a motherfucker over. You get what I'm saying? It's like I don't like being there because I know I can just as nice as I can be. I know everybody who knows me personally knows I'm a very sincere and nice and genuine person, but I can also be the opposite of that. And that's my most vulnerable state to me. I feel like that's when I'm most vulnerable. You feel me? I can manipulate it to do this and do that when something like that and ready to crash out. So I try to avoid that at all times.
Okay, vulnerability. Too, you got to remember, it is being able to get naked, to being able to be you in that moment, and not try to cover.
Hold on, wait. Baby, I ain't never had no problem with getting naked.
I'm not talking about physically.
I'm just, I'm just like, Gemini, you never know what
I,
you think.
I mean, just being able to, be who you are in that moment without cover.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what being vulnerable is about. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But if you are hurting, being vulnerable with your partner and being open and saying, you know what, this hurt me. I'm hurting behind this. And, and give your partner a chance to help support and comfort you.
type of deal. So one way or whatever that I go about things personally, I don't put up a defense. You feel me? I really don't have. I really don't have up a defense. I just react. I react right then and there when I feel. So I don't put up a defense like that because I feel when you have a visible defense, people try to figure out ways to work around your defense. People try to figure out a way to get through the defense. So my guard is always down. I'm always open. I'm always right there willing to interact. I don't quite, you feel me? I approach people. I go to get to know someone before letting them trying to figure me out. I'd rather figure you out than let you try to figure me out. So if I approach you and I talk to you and I approach you in a certain way, there shouldn't be if our conversation goes.
Talking about partnership. We talk about partnership.
Okay, but I'm saying as far as the vulnerability or whatever of like I'm just saying I don't have a guard. I'm open for whatever.
She said defensive at its definition.
Whatever. Baby know what's up with me. Listen, don't get put in the headline. I give you rug burn at the top of your head. Listen, don't come for me. Go for your mama. No, I'm just like, you know, I love you, mama. I love you, mama. Don't come for me. Go for your mama. No, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to get ourselves up out of here. Thanks, everyone, for showing up to another episode of Melodic Mindset. I am Philly Black. You feel me? This is Miss Ani Williams, Ani Mitchell. I'm sorry, Miss Ani. That's Miss Ani. Mom, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself because we didn't do that at the beginning. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them what's going on.
All right. I am Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist, currently working from Lodi, California, in person, but able to provide services throughout the state of California via telehealth.
And I am for 9 to make the distinction. You can catch me on all platforms. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Even TikTok, you know, go on there, check out a couple little videos, clips, snippets, the whole 9. Catch us here Sundays at 5 o'clock. Every Sunday at 5 o'clock, you feel me? We will be going live. We actually will be doing a part 2 to this next Sunday at 5 o'clock. Please join in and have the conversation with us. Hit the like button. Please subscribe so you can get the notifications. Please get in here and hop in the comment section so we can talk to y'all and see how y'all feel about it. And that way we can give our professional opinion and, you feel me, uncensored opinion type of deal. Right, that's me. I'm the uncensored one. You feel me?
Okay.
But y'all definitely have a nice day. Thank y'all so much for showing up. We cannot wait to see y'all the next time for next week. Mom, you have a good day and drive safe.
All right. Thanks.
God bless everybody out there. Yeah, man. All right, they tripping already.
We're already. We haven't even got started. Oh, hell no.
But I will tell you, you know, cut it out.
Right.
Or it's going to be on.
Hey, that's not okay. I'm going to always have a say-so on what I'm going to do about myself, period. Whether I'm married or not.
Hey, talk to me nice. Wait a second. What's this lightweight attack on Geminis?
Don't joke with me like that.
Because I ain't going for it, and I don't think you want to get into it with me. No. See, look, you lying on me again.
Guys know that ain't right, but if they can get away with telling you that, then they might try it. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna put up with. And
I'm attacked again. Look, they're gonna attack me from all angles. But I'm sorry, you feel me? If I overdo it.
Hold on. So
ain't no hold on. They ain't being truthful.
Who ain't being truthful?
So I'm not going for all of that. It's just the males. No.
Well, I'm going to speak for the females for a hot second.
Whatever. You get caught. Physical. But you're right. But you are 100% right. You are 100% right.
I don't agree with that. Wait a minute.
No. Educated people don't have common sense.
Man, they say common sense ain't so common.
You know what I mean, as much as I can. But
Yeah.
we're just having this conversation. Don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said.
Block. No. Please, y'all, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and all the other stuff. Stop.